Hey guys, Nike here, and today I'd like to discuss a topic that I feel is long overdue, and that is enabling gear and build inspect in Guild Wars 2. Full disclosure, cards on the table, I strongly believe the benefits outweigh the negatives, and that the game will have fewer toxic interactions and significantly more beneficial ones. So why do I think that? Well, let's get into it. First up, I think it makes the most sense to specify that I only think it should be implemented for people in the same squad or party. If I did have to imagine a scenario where it was actually used to bully someone in a toxic way, it would most likely happen at a time where you inspect random open world newbies, and that could be bad. So it does make sense that in a squad or a party, which is a thing that you have to opt into to join, should be where that would work. The most common scenario for how gear inspect would be used would be to ensure that people that are joining your group for instance content are wearing the correct gear for the role they claim to be filling. If you are joining as a DPS with carrying gear on and missing runes, that's a problem. If you're joining as a heal quickness but you're wearing berserkers, that's a problem. Gear inspect would very smoothly sort this out. Hey, you're not wearing healing gear. Oh, thanks. I was on the wrong template. Cool, sorted. How does that scenario play out today? The healer puts out bad heals and bad quickness uptime, the group struggles, and the comm kicks the healer. The comm is mad, the healer is mad, and the group's time is wasted finding a replacement. Gear inspect in that situation would be far less toxic. Here's another common scenario. A player joins with 5 runes and 1 empty slot, but their build is otherwise good. Hey man, you're missing a rune. The response is either going to be, oh, my mistake, let me fix it, or, so what, who cares? And then the comm will kick the person for saying, so what, who cares? Neither outcome is toxic because even in the second scenario, the comm is removing a person for a very valid reason. The current system would be that this person does inadequate DPS, essentially leeches off the group, and gets rewarded for being lazy or ignorant. That is actually significantly more toxic than either of the gear inspect outcomes. The last common scenario would be the total noob who joins with completely mismatched garbage gear that they acquired while leveling, and are just obviously clueless and ignorant, and in an innocent way. The comm would say, hey man, your gear's a mess, and their response would be, oh yeah, I'm new, sorry. And the comm will likely say something either like, understood, but this is an experienced group, so please step out and take some time to fix your build before trying to raid. Or perhaps the comm might even offer to help the person acquire a set of basic exotic gear for their build. I could imagine a scenario where a shitty commander does say something like, GTFO of my group, it said EXP, you're an idiot. But really, I don't think that will be the majority of times. What would happen if this person joined a group today? They feed to mechanics, do horrible DPS, and either they leech, they die early and they leech the kill, or they end up getting kicked for causing wipes. I think either of those things is more toxic than even the worst case scenario that I outlined in the gear inspect option. So another benefit is indirect social pressure. I call this the dirty underwear theory. A lot of people out there are pretty nasty, and they probably walk around with dirty underwear because nobody can see it. But what if everyone could tell that your underwear was dirty? Suddenly, there would be massive social pressure to never leave the house without clean underwear on. It would be the same with gear inspect and builds. If people know that you can see their build, they will be massively pressured to equip a good build. People won't get flamed out for their build. Heck, people won't even have to be politely told to fix their build because they will fix their build on their own accord due to conforming to the dirty underwear theory. Obviously, introducing build inspect to PvE would, no doubt, add some toxic interactions to the game. An asshole will be an asshole with any tool that they have available. But my contention is that for every toxic interaction that a gear or build inspect would add to the game, it will diffuse or prevent multiple interactions that are already existing in the game. Plus, potentially, It could add some wholesome gaming moments, like someone buying a new frog, their first set of exotic gear, and directing them to a build resource. So that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. I think overall it would be a massive net positive for the game, and quite frankly, long overdue. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please leave any comments you have down below. I'd like to hear what you have to say, and I will see you next time.